Hello, welcome to Miscellaneous. My name is Ralph. Today, we are discussing animals that went into extinction. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more videos. Looking back at history, extermination of some species can be indirectly linked to the disturbances and anthropogenic activities by humans and, of course, natural disasters. We start off with dodo. These flightless birds once inhabited the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. They were discovered around the year 1507 by sailors from Portugal. They weighed about 23 kilograms, which is about 50 pounds, and had a large head. The introduction of monkeys, pigs, and rats to the island became the nemesis for the birds as the mammals fed on the unhatched offsprings. The last known dodo was killed in 1681. Steller sea cow were discovered in 1741 by German naturalist Georg Steller. They dominated the nearshore areas of the Commodore Islands in the Bering Sea. Steller sea cows reached a length of about 30 feet and weighed about 10,000 kilograms. The bane of the now extinct sea cows were by the harpoons shot at them by Russian seal hunters. The docile animals barely could submerge and so floated at the surface of the coastal waters. The species wiped out by 1768, less than 30 years after it was first discovered. Next is the passenger pigeon. It had huge migratory flocks. These birds once inhabited eastern North America. Hunters often invaded their grounds and wiped out their colonies. From 1870, there was a decline of the species and attempts were made to breed the birds but proved to be unsuccessful. Passenger pigeon was hunted to extinction in the early 1900s. The last known passenger pigeon, named Martha, died on 1st September 1914 in the Cincinnati Zoo. Eurasian aurochs was one of the ancestors of the modern cattle. It was a large and once roamed across the plains of Europe, Siberia, and Central Asia. 6 feet high at the shoulder with forked curving horns, Eurasian aurochs had aggressive temperament and were battled for sport in the ancient Romans arena. They were hunted excessively and gradually became extinct. By the 13th century, population had declined so much that the right to hunt them was restricted to nobles and royal households in Eastern Europe. The last known Eurasian aurochs, a female, died in Poland in 1627. The great auk was a flightless seabird that bred on rocky islands in the North Atlantic like St. Kilda, the Faroe Islands, Iceland, and Funk Island off Newfoundland. The birds were approximately 75 centimeters long and had short wings used for swimming in the water. Just like many of the extinct animals, great auks were killed by hunters for food and bait. During the early 1800s, the last known specimens were killed in June 1844 at Elder Island, Iceland. Woolly mammoth is the best known of all mammoth species. These huge animals died out around 7,500 years ago. After the end of the last ice age, climate change played a role in their extinction. Extensive hunting and the stresses of warm climate are a lethal combination for their demise. Today, there are well-preserved frozen carcasses in Siberia. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification bell for more videos. See you soon.